So could you talk to what, so we spoke about the comparison that people have to rum, cachaça, and how it was considered a Brazilian rum in the past. What in the process of making cachaça makes it different from white rum or aged rum?
There's one massive main difference, which is rum is made from molasses, which is the byproduct of sugar production, and that became very popular because sugar was obviously being transported from the Caribbean back to Europe actually at the time. Cachaça was actually started in 1532. It's the first time they did it. It's about 150 years older than rum, and pure sugarcane juice. And that's the main. That just sets it completely different.
The only thing they could compare to then would be like an agricole, like a Martinique.
Exactly that. But the difference then we double up on that most agricoles are done in column stills because they go to such a high ABV. So because artisanal cachaças, there's you can only go up to 56% legally anyway when you're ABV from a hot still distillation perspective. So that's how it kind of differs from those two very close brothers and sisters, so to speak.
And I think one really cool fact, at least for me, coming from Brazil, like this is something which I love, is that cachaça also has the regional factor to it, so it can only be produced in Brazil.
Right.
So
rum's everywhere.
So it's like
that's
an appellation. Champagne, same thing.
Right.
So it's
more like an agricole.
Actually, according to the US government, and so we thank them, I think it was their decision to say cachaça has to come from Brazil.
I think we learned our lesson. We learned our lesson with champagne, because I know there are some champagnes that are in California that still have champagne in the name because they're like, so many years
before that happened.
Grandfathered in. And at some point you're gonna go, okay, well, we've got our bourbons and we've got our Kentucky and our Tennessee whiskeys, we've got scotches. Everybody, it makes it more interesting. I think when you actually force a region that knows how to do it the best.
Well, you have a pedigree at that point, right?
And you don't have people copying it and saying, oh, we can do it too, and you have no history behind it. It's just like, well, I grew up in my backyard and here's sugar cane. It's kind of weird. So then, what's the difference in the different lines? Because they all look clear. None of them are aged, or are they aged?
So the left one is aged, and the one that Hamilton just got him. This is a blend, and this is a white. So I like to say this is kind of like an evolution of cachaça, basically. So you can consider this one is just a white cachaça, at least for 8 months in stainless steel tanks, rested, and it's 40.5 ABV. This one is a blend of aged cachaça in European oak for 4 to 6 years, and also a white cachaça, which basically going back when we're talking about my grandfather and everything, he was also always about blending his cachaça and stuff like that. So this is why this was our first product to launch, and that's like basically my grandfather's recipe, basically, like inside the bottle. Which, funny enough, they always go, "What do you smell here?" And it's like my grandfather. It's like
every time
it's like, what notes you get here? It's like my grandfather.
Smells like grandfather.
Without the backstory, that leads to a lot of questions. I'm glad you started with the backstory.
You clip you around the head so hard. How you saying that?
That'd be weird.
And that's 41.5 ABV, and it's the only organic one also out of the three. And then over there we got a more complex. It's an aged product. It's triple casks. So it goes 1 year in Cabreuva. So just to give a feedback, Brazil has 26 different types of woods, which you can age cachaça in. And because of course you can imagine the fauna we have, and like the different types of woods we have. So it gives you endless possibilities of blending, and that's basically like what my grandfather used to do, which we have the blended, and that's what we try to continue doing. So over there we have a triple cask, which goes 1 year in Cabreuva, which is a Brazilian wood, and then it goes for 1 more year in American oak, so that's 2 years total, and then we get 1 year aged in Burana, which is a Brazilian wood, and we blend those two together.
The Amberone is quite strong.
Yeah, and no sugar, no caramel, also none of them.
All natural color.
All natural color, yeah.
Very
in the wood.
big debate that was.
Yeah.
Make it look pretty or be genuine. It's like sod it. Go genuine.
Right.
Yeah,
it seems true to the
I think it's just
characteristic of your product that you'd want to go genuine.
Yeah, and I think there's so many, let's say, minefields with that.
Right.
That it's just best to stay clear. I mean, it's hard enough.
Labeling alone, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you put on the bottle? What do you have to put on the bottle?
Right.
I think that's what at least I see what we're most excited about in the category is that most of spirits around the world are aged in are aged in oak. Yeah. Or a form of oak, because it's the most noble wood, it's one of the most rounded wood. There's a very good reason behind that.
Tight grain, not a lot of evaporation.
Exactly that. But there's no other country that can offer this in their spirit. I mean, there's endless possibility. 27 different woods, another 10 coming through. You char them 4 different types of toasting and charring on them.
So the combinatorics alone,
Blows your mind. So I think we're looking forward to being our first of demonstrating the woods too, and to continue what his grandfather used to do and start showing you some other thoughts, because these are flavors that don't exist really, and I think I hope that's what bartenders find certainly exciting.
At least the real bar. Sports bars, probably not.
No, not at all.
but you're in the right place down here in New Orleans.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
craft
yeah,
cocktail
there's-
central. I mean, it's
absolutely.
the who's who of who when it comes to mixologists down here.
Especially
It's
here,
great.
but like even back where I'm, in the UK, where UK is huge on dark spirits.
Right.
France, because of their history with rum agricole and Genevieve and eau de vie, sorry. I mean, they've just got such a big palate for this, and this is, and Italy as well. For some, they're just getting very excited about these woods, and I guess it's something new.
It's a
People like new stuff, and I've noticed not a lot, but enough brands are starting to do the, Maison Rum does it where we don't put coloring. People are getting a little bit more hipster, right? They want they want everything natural, organic, and everything.
Well, they're worried they're actually going to find out these days.
Yeah, and then they they're looking, and I've had this debate and I've yelled at people and stuff. Well, mainly just myself on camera,
Yeah, he yells
explaining
wherever
I
he
just
goes,
yell.
yeah.
That's my thing. But I do my soapboxes of this. We at some point in the 50s or whatever we said we got to can everything, and everything became just like canned beans, canned this, everything's canned and manufactured, mass produced, and we're kind of getting to where you can get an actual grenadine that's actually pomegranate juice as opposed to just high fructose corn syrup and stuff. And the brands are getting a little bit more aware of that, doing the organic, gluten-free.
The market's mature to the point that is what people want. They understand, and information is out
It's
there.
important, the people who are in the industry. Like I see so many good entities now from the top guys. Like I think there's one called Pour, which has just started, and it's about giving back into the industry. And I think that all comes with the sustainability factor and all of that sort of that way. It's not just in our industry. I think it's probably across most.